And, this is all they know how to do is insult us. Yes, BC, Black community. And I just want you to see the latest shot from these folks. And it is just unrelenting. Now, how is it that we are quiet and that is a problem to them? When things happen to us all the time, and when they're silent, it's okay. But I guess we're not allowed to be silent. We're not allowed to be silent. Our silent means everything bad, but they're silent. And when they're silent, when things happen to us, that's supposed to be okay. But if we're silent, that's not okay. That's a bad thing if we're silent. If we don't take a side, that's a bad thing. No, we're going to attend to ourselves. We're going to look out for self. That is what we are doing. Okay, if other people don't like it, tough. Too bad. The days of coddling and holding the hands of people that don't look like us, those days are over. We don't benefit from that. And we're not no damn free therapy for these folks. And it just gets exhausting on a daily basis dealing with this. So, y'all, yeah, I had one person complain about me playing intro music, and I blocked that person. And I hope you're listening. You don't get to tell me what to do on my own channel. If I want to play music to allow more people to come in, I can do so. I don't need no permission from you. That's why I blocked your ass, and you know who I'm talking about. Don't come. If you don't like the music, stay the hell out of my live streams. You didn't have to be here in the first place. Go where they're not playing music. That's my advice to you. All right, y'all. I am going to play some music. Give our brothers and sisters time to come in because I realize I did not give a lot of notice for this. All right. All right, y'all. Now let's get to why I have you here. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so let's get into this. Thank you, AB Promotion, for the super chat. The tides are changing and their time of rulership is about done. The lies is so big, they can't afford to tell the truth. That is, hey, you ain't never lie. Thank you again. So here's what came out, y'all, this morning in the Daily Beast. You have this actress that is making the accusation that we have been taught to hate Jews. Okay, we've been taught to hate them. That is an outright lie. When I was growing up, y'all, we barely talked about these people. The only time we might have talked about them is if they made it in the news and something happened and it was a big story. We might have spoke about them then, but other than that, on any given day, these people didn't even come up. And I'm sure it's like that for many people in our community. We didn't talk about these people like that. It's just like these other folks that think they all that in a bag of chips. We don't talk about y'all like that. We didn't. Maybe if something happened, where a murder or some incident came up or some racist incident and y'all hit the news, then yeah, we might talk about it then. But on any given day, we attend to ourselves. We attend to our issues. We attend to the issues that are going on in our families. We attend to our children. We attend to things that are going on our jobs. We attend to things that pertain to us going to colleges or universities. But sitting around coming up with ways to hate you, no, we're not brainwashed because we don't think about you like that. But this is the latest accusation. These people are coming unhinged, y'all, because we won't openly side with them. We won't openly side with the Palestinians or Hamas. So they are becoming unhinged. So now they're just coming in the media to say anything to get us rattled. And the bottom line is, even after her saying this, you barely adequate actress, because if you were really an A-list actress, you would be buzzing all around. We would know your name. You would be a household name. This woman ain't no household name. Okay. People like her can be barely adequate and still make it to the top. In fact, that's how most of your people at the top are. They're very inadequate, but they can still make it up to the top because the system is designed for people like her. But this is the latest accusation that has come out against us. We can't be anti-Semitic. We are a Shemitic people. And no matter how much we say it, this it shows you the level of disrespect they have for us. Because no matter how much we say we are Shemitic people, they disregard it and continue to call you anti-Semitic. That is just nothing but disrespect right there. Big time. It proves they don't even respect us. So if you don't respect us, how do you have the expectation that we should side with you? We are Shemitic people. We are of Shem. And see, that's another thing that's coming out in a big way, especially if you go over on TikTok. It's people that look just like her that are putting out a bunch of videos saying, you ain't even the real people. What are you over there fighting for? It's not your land. It's not their land. What are you fighting over? It's people that look like her are putting the multitude of those videos out. Okay. But yeah, she got a lot of nerve for real, y'all. So she did an interview, which was on a podcast. And she claims that we are brainwashed. Well, if that's the case, every racist white man, woman, and child in this country is brainwashed too. Okay, you're brainwashed too, then. with all the racial hatred that has come out against us in all this time, then that would mean you all are brainwashed. I notice every time it's us, it's always some one-sided stuff, but when it's them, it's an individual thing. Get out of here. You get that from chattel slavery. That's where that came from. You said you're an individual and we're a group to set yourself apart from us. But what you're doing is actually not biblical, because in the Bible, it don't tell us to be individuals, does it? It don't tell us to do that. So what you're doing is actually ungodly. If you want to put it that way, then what you're doing, that's exactly what it is. You are judged as a group. You are not judged as an individual. And you saying all this individual stuff is not going to escape you from the judgment. You still going to be hit right between the eyes with all of the judgment. Plain and simple. You won't escape it that way either. So she did a podcast and said a lot of disparaging things about the Black community, especially when it came down to the support of Palestine Muslims, queer people. When did we ever, in a big way, supported LGBTQ? But this is the claim she's making. This is the claim she's making. I have never in my life been around my relatives or friends or a lot of people online that said they were all about the Palestinians. I have never been around my relatives or friends and people online subscribe to me and they were cheering on Hamas. Okay? I have never seen this. And you know what? Her ass ain't never seen it either. But if they can get out here and make these accusations and get away with it, that's exactly what people like her do. She's just proven herself to be a stone cold racist. She's a hardcore racist and ain't no good actress. She's barely adequate. If she was an A-lister, you would see her everywhere, and you don't, do you? You don't see her ass everywhere. So anyway, it just goes over that. So she also, people went out on X, formerly known as Twitter, and actually gave her pushback over what she said. Now, she is saying this, and people are saying, you play a lesbian on TV. She plays a lesbian, and she's making these accusations against us. So, wow, this is just unbelievable. So, y'all, if you want to see the full, people are challenging her saying, or have you ever been oppressed? And she's getting a lot of backlash. I believe her name is Julianna Margulies. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But the bottom line is she recently put these accusations out there. But, it's amazing. We have been killed out in these streets unarmed. We have been jailed on trumped up charges. We have been oppressed. You see, our elderly people are getting their properties taken away. We don't hear a peep out of these folks. I read another story about 2 days ago about another one of our elders that they're trying to take land from, take all of their land. And I believe their land is estimated at like $20 million. It's like 40 acres of land, and they're trying to steal their land. I don't hear a peep out of these people. You notice with these stories coming out with our elders losing their land, you notice these politicians aren't speaking up. They're not doing nothing about it. They're not saying nothing. And this is historic. It's always been this way. People like her, she sure ain't gonna say nothing. She would rather sit there and make accusations than speak up. hmm We have children, men, women, and children missing in this country and never seen or heard from again But we know how they do it in Mississippi, don't we? You get killed and you go in some unmarked grave, and you don't even know your loved one is in some unmarked grave. I bet you the majority of the ones that can't be found, that's exactly what happened to them. And that's why you notice how the police always react different when our people are missing. That's probably why. They know they're gone and dug up and buried in some unmarked grave somewhere. They don't have to look for them because they already know they're in the ground. You know how many times when all that stuff was going on with Kyrie Irving, they came running because they came in my comment section using all that anti Semitic. Oh, but now we're supposed to side with you. No, we can't be anti Semitic. We are Shemitic. And no matter how much you keep coming to say it, I'm going to keep coming and saying we are Shemitic. We are. Mm-hmm. No, but you know what? A lot of these actors and actresses, y'all, they are racist. You know, when they get a chance to come out in the media and say all kinds of we've seen it over the years. Roseanne Barr, you know, and it's been many of them. Even that girl, what was her name? The one that played Cindy Brady, she came out and said some racist thing. That's why they try to keep them silent when they're in their careers, because if you really knew what a lot of them were, you would not like them at all. You would, yeah, Michael Rappaport. Yep. If you knew what they were, you would never like them. That's why a lot of times when they're in their careers, they keep them silent from having public opinions, because nine times out of 10, you would absolutely hate them if you knew what they were really like. Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yo, yeah, a lot of these athletes. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, and she got a lot of nerve. She really truly does. But y'all, you got to understand. Thank you, Larry, for the super sticker. You got to understand, this is all due to the fact that we are keeping to ourselves. We are attending to our own problems and attending to our own needs, and they just can't handle it. So if we speak up, then you got a problem with us speaking up and having an opinion. You get mad if we have an opinion, which I don't give a shit about. Excuse me, I don't give a damn about them have getting angry because of an opinion. Who the hell is going to live this entire lifetime and not have an opinion? Y'all can go sit down already. And as far as, you know, they always think they can insult us, but we shouldn't say anything about them. Well, those times are done. We are not going to sit back and be silent anymore. We don't care what group you're in. We're not going to be silent when you come to the forefront and insult us like this. Now, what did we say against this woman, y'all? We don't even talk about what black man, woman, or child even talk about Juliana. I mean, we don't even talk about this woman. We barely know who she is. We don't talk about her like that. But look at what she's doing to us. Unbelievable, right? Y'all, you're going to have to tell me what you think about this one. Just use the title. Y'all can go over there and look at the article. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put it in the description box if you want to click on it and read it. But it's the same old stuff, y'all. It seriously is. It's the same rhetoric we have heard all the time. It's just like if somebody is racist against us and we get on a video and we talk about the racism, we're the racists. I mean, look at the scam these people are trying to play on us. Us talking about the races is just as bad as the racist act. No, it isn't, y'all. But this is the scam They have been trying to run on us all this time. Seriously. Most people never heard of her. Most people haven't in our community, and even if you know who she is not the topic of conversation. I haven't done one single video in all the years I've been on YouTube since 2017 doing videos. Now, I was on YouTube a lot longer, but I was doing what many of you do. I was just going from video to video and going in the comment section and doing things like that. But out of all the years I have been on YouTube, I have never spoken about this woman once. You know why? Because she's totally irrelevant. There's nothing to talk about. She is no topic of conversation that I'm interested in doing up until now. The only reason why I'm talking about her now is because she was the one to initiate an accusation against the Black community. So I am responding, plain and simple. Hmm. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to keep you long, and I got two more live streams coming up. I did not intend on doing this until I saw it this morning. So, everybody, please enjoy the rest of your day. And, if you do have time to come back for my next two live streams, I will see you then. Shalom, family.